What's up guys, John here. I'm out front of Adrenaline Trampoline Park in Lake Worth, Florida. And this was just acquired by a YouTuber. But what's very fascinating right now is this huge transition that's unfolding across the economy that nobody is talking about. If you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, where you want to be, pay very, very close attention to this trend because I believe it's going to take over. It's already taken over and most people don't know about it. So this before, it was called Adrenaline. They're going to get a new sign January 1st. It's now going to be Ninja Kids. I don't know if you've ever seen that YouTube channel called Ninja Kids. They have 20+ million subscribers. It's Brighton, Paxton, Ashton, and Peyton. These 4 siblings, and they have collectively 35 million subscribers across all of their channels. But what they're doing and what everyone can be doing right now is learning from them, because I think they're going to be richer than Mr. Beast by a landslide. And I think that everything right now is changing. So before this trampoline park, you know, occasionally if we're driving by or in the area, I take my kids there. It was dead. Nobody was there. It was literally, sometimes we go there, it felt like we had the whole entire place to ourselves. Now it is a complete madhouse. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids jumping all over the place. So what they did, Ninja Kids, is they purchased this in distress. The former owner was making very little, if any, money. They could have been turned a profit. Every time we went here, it was just nothing. There's more employees than there were people jumping. Now, what they're selling is a subscription. They're selling a subscription for $19.95 per month. And I was talking to the sales guy at the front desk. He was selling the hell out of this subscription, saying, look, your kids are gonna jump, it's gonna cost you 22 bucks. We can get you on for $19.95. You can cancel your subscription before you leave. And I'm like, no, I'm good, man, thank you. He's like, what, you don't like saving money? He pushed for the sale 3-4 times. And I said at the end, what percentage of people take the subscription? He said, between 60, 70, sometimes 80% of people will take the subscription. I said, how many people have you had, you personally, today? And there's 4 different people to register. He said, me personally, about 500 people. So you just do the math. If 80% of these people took the subscription just today, that's 8,000 in reoccurring revenue, just from that one employee. But what is fascinating here is how they're doing it. So what these YouTubers are doing is they are buying these distressed trampoline parks around the country, and they're changing the entire business model to subscription. They're advertising with them opening trampoline parks and everything they're doing to their millions and millions and millions of subscribers, and then pushing everyone there saying, look, everyone's gonna jump for free today. Then people come here, and then once you jump, you have these salespeople that go around. I mean, it's such a genius strategy. They have these salespeople that are going around saying, hey, look, you want a free bottle of water? You either buy it for $2.60. It was like almost $2.70 for this cheap bottle of water. This isn't like Fiji. This is like you buy a case of these waters, probably 50 cents per bottle, but $2.60 something. Or you just give us a 5-star review online and we'll give you the water for free. And so they're going around collecting thousands and thousands and thousands of these 5-star reviews. So when people go search for a trampoline park and search for activities for their kids, searching by review, this will pop up. And they're across multiple states right now. Arizona and Las Vegas. I mean, they're basically taking over. But what I think is gonna be very, very fascinating here, and there's like basically no parking, and this is the end of the day. So what I think is going to be very, very fascinating here is if you look at a company like BlackRock and Blackstone, these large corporations, what do they want to do? They want to deploy cash and buy businesses. That's what they want to do, take equity stake. Look at the tropical smoothie company that Blackstone just acquired for over $2 billion. They have 1,400 locations. These 1,400 locations on average, they generate about $1 million per location. They're doing about $1.3 billion in annual sales. So if you look at a company like Planet Fitness or LA Fitness, they're selling these subscriptions. You know, Planet Fitness, they have 15 million members. And if they're selling a subscription for 15 bucks, that's a multi-billion-dollar business that they completely built off of that, that model. But imagine a model like this, where they're gonna probably get 50, 100,000, maybe more people subscribed to this one location over the course of a year or two. You just do the numbers on this. Like, this is gonna be so big, it's gonna be so huge, and it just makes you wonder what other businesses are YouTubers going to create? What other industries are creators going to completely disrupt? Because imagine, we walk into this economy, we all know this economy we're walking into is extremely difficult for most people. No doubt about it. You go through a drive-through, it's $40-50 if you have your kids with you, right? What are parents going to want to do? They're going to want to work remote. They're going to want to save on gas, and they're going to want to entertain their kids on a discount. Well, they have Wi-Fi, and they can take their kids here on a $20 subscription, take their kids here every weekend, costing them $5 a pop, $5. They're not taking their kids anywhere for that type of money. On top of that, the subscription cost of $20, people won't even notice it on their credit card statement. So you just start to look at these models and look at, what we can learn from people like this, creators like this. They're not building like a subscriber base, they're building a community around entertainment and fun and family. And that's exactly what they've done. And I think it's fascinating. I think it's probably one of the most interesting ways of building out what I would call a soon-to-be multi-billion-dollar enterprise that I've ever seen. Big thanks to TubeMagic for sponsoring this video. Ever wish you had a magic tool to make YouTube easier? Well, TubeMagic is here to make that wish come true. TubeMagic is like your personal assistant for all things YouTube. Want to know which keywords will make your videos pop? TubeMagic has a smart feature that finds the best ones for you using its special magic score. Stuck on video ideas? No problem. Just plug in a channel link and TubeMagic will generate unique creative ideas for you. It even helps you write scripts so you're never staring at a blank page again. And when it's time to upload, just drop in your unlisted video link and TubeMagic will instantly generate the perfect title, description, and optimized tags to make your video shine. TubeMagic was created by YouTuber Matt Parr, who's been crushing it on YouTube since he was 14. Now he's sharing his secret tool with everyone, and big YouTubers are already loving it. Try TubeMagic free today. Just click the link in the description to get started. Thanks again to TubeMagic for sponsoring this video. Like when I came here 2-3 weeks ago and just looked around, like what happened at this place? And I just started talking to staff and just learning, all the changes and everything that they're doing. It's really shocking because it's not run like, some YouTubers taking this business. It's run like a fierce private equity firm just took the company over, or the trampoline park over. That's how it's run. And I think what we're going to start to see here is we're going to see many other businesses, many other industries getting completely disrupted. And if I had to make a bet on one thing over the next couple of years, we're going to see content creators becoming billionaires. And I think what we're going to likely see here is we're going to see hedge funds and other really successful pools of capital, sovereign wealth funds, insurance companies, bringing content creators on as a partner, as a brand ambassador. And we're going to start to see all of these industries, all of these different segments of the economy get completely flipped on its head. Because you imagine you have a company and that company is worth, I don't know, maybe it's doing $1 million a month in business, which sounds like a lot, right? But imagine you could bring in a content creator who has an audience of 1 million, 500,000, even 100,000 people that's specific to your industry. And you could retarget their entire audience with your business. What is that worth to you as a business owner, right? What is that worth to you? Because nothing's more important than brand loyalty, trust, and community. And this is what we're witnessing right now with Ninja Kids. People, watch them online and they're like, oh yeah, they're great friendly entertainment, and they're kind of like Blippi. My kids used to always watch Blippi a year or 2 years ago. And you start to look at what Blippi did. It's very fascinating. I took my kid to a Blippi show in Miami. It was like 2 years ago. He's like, I want to see Blippi. I want to see Blippi. We go there, and it's not even Blippi. It's a different guy. The entire Blippi brand was sold. And you look for how much he sold this company for. It's shocking. And there was lines out the door. We couldn't even get tickets. We had to buy it at the front from somebody else at a big markup just to get in the door. And you just start to look at how much money is inside of YouTube? How much money is inside of an online brand? Now, I'm not saying you have to have some mega brand to do this, but I am saying that if you have a business, an industry, a passion, in a specific, pocket of the economy, you should definitely explore YouTube, because having a audience of even like 5 or 10, 20,000 people that's focused on exactly the same things you are, that's worth, I would argue, endless amounts of money. Because once you get that first little push of social proof, you'll be able to continue to build it through collaborations, great content, evergreen videos around that niche. When people search for it, you come up, and before you know it, it just grows and grows and grows by the day. I started this YouTube channel about 4 years ago, and funny enough, I still film videos on my phone. I walk around occasionally at certain locations, talking about real estate, talking about the economy, with like a $20 microphone that I got online. And you put a video out and 50, 100, 200, 500, 700, 800,000 people watch it, when it costs you nothing to produce the video, right? It just shows the direction of the world. Like CNN, some of these mainstream outlets, they're getting on prime time 500,000 people. Prime time. There's YouTubers that are getting 500,000 people watching their content every single day, and that's not shocking. It's not hard to believe. But look at CNN, it's costing them probably hundreds of millions of dollars a year to operate their global enterprise with all the expenses, all the real estate, all the tech and the systems and everything that they have. You have some kid sitting on his phone in his room beating the entire network. So you just start to look at kind of this change that's unfolding. It's fascinating. And I think Adrenaline Trampoline Park, now soon going to be Ninja Kids on the 1st of January, is a testament to that. You look at Mr. Beast and what he's done, it's a testament to that. You start looking at all of these different industries that are getting disrupted. It's just a testament as to where we're going. So my advice to anyone right now, if you are looking to make a lot of money, you're looking to build out a brand, you're looking to build out a really, really big business, is to learn from people that are doing it. Because there's so many different YouTubers, I believe, that are going to be billionaires off of this major shift, this major transition. Look at 2020. It's a really, really good example of this. In 2020, there's a big shift for content creators. 2018, 2019, people didn't, they didn't make buying decisions as much online. The trust for content creators grew a lot of the last couple of years. In 2018, 2019, YouTube wasn't what it is today. But now, since that big push in 2020, people spend more time on their devices. They're making more buying decisions. They're more comfortable getting information, and it's a lot easier to establish rapport with a creator than it is in one's own social circle in most cases. And so all this attention that got pushed online is now getting monetized in levels in which we soon can't even realize. Mark my words, between 2025 and 2028, you're going to see some of the biggest companies bringing on content creators. They're going to get deals bigger than top stars in soccer, in football, in basketball. They're going to get bigger deals than a lot of movie stars, and because it's going to incorporate directly into a product that can be monetized off the bat, right? And it's going to be monetized by billions of people. This is what's going to happen. Content creation, I think, is still at the early stages of this. If you're a business owner, I think you should definitely look into it. I wouldn't recommend running out there trying to get some complicated setup, expensive cameras, all that. If you just put out a video, put out one video, put out a second video. And I would just focus on putting out 100 videos, make it as good as you can, maybe 1% better each video. And then at the end of 100 videos, you'll probably have a small little audience. You'll be able to grow from there and just focus on quality, and you'll blink, and before you know it, you'll be shocked at what you've achieved. Now, I'm very grateful that I got started on YouTube a few years ago, and I recommend people to learn from Ninja Kids and a lot of these incredible content creators that are taking the economy by storm. For more information on Tube Magic, you can click the link in the description just below this video, and catch you next video.